Chris, thank you for letting me interrupt your rehearsal.
No, thanks for having me.
So why did you start with comedy in the first place?
I've wanted to do it since I was like 6. It just really appealed to me. There was something about it. But the first time I did a set, 2 of my friends were going to marry each other, but they were friends from different friend groups. No one else knew both of them. And so they asked me to MC their wedding. And so I decided that couldn't be the first time that I was on stage with a microphone. And so I had to start doing stand-up that way. But I'd wanted to do it since I was probably about 6 or 7 years old.
Did you have any big inspirations when you were 6, 7?
I loved, when I was like really little, I loved Lee Evans.
Okay.
And John Pinette, who's an American comic, who's great. I think he just died this year. He was phenomenal. Billy Connolly. And then as I grew older, Bill Hicks, David Cross, Eddie Murphy's first album, as flawed as it is sort of in retrospect, like a lot of the views aren't okay anymore, but the jokes were solid, really good, like comedically, just really well constructed jokes. So.
When you went to your friend's wedding, how was the set?
It was great. Yeah. I'd already been gigging for about 6 months at that point.
Okay.
So I got comfortable and I had a really good time. As soon as, it was the most nervous I've ever been before or since, with a microphone though. As soon as I went up, my whole body just burst out into a cold sweat. I just felt, as soon as my first word, just sweat drenched from head to toe. But it went well, it was really nice, it was great. I mean, weddings, everyone wants you to do well. Everyone's in a really nice mood, so it was fun.
How long ago was this?
5 years, I guess. So yeah, I haven't been going that long, about 5 years.
Have you been enjoying it since? What's been your most sort of successful or proudest moment in comedy since?
I remember making Glenn Wool laugh. Glenn Wool's a Canadian comic who lived over here for years and is amazing, really like phenomenal, really unique. And I got to do a show with him in Toronto by accident, and I made him laugh really hard, and there was nothing to beat that. That was phenomenal. Making your hero like appreciate you is the greatest.
Is there any other person you want to make laugh and would appreciate laughing for you more?
Oh yeah, I mean Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
If Dave Chappelle laughed at my stuff, I'd lose my mind. That'd be the greatest.
And in the same light, what is your most embarrassing moment on the stage?
I lost it at this guy. I used to host a show in a bar called Grumpy's, and it was a 5-hour-long open mic, and it was awful. They hated us, but it was really fun because of that. It was like, we liked the challenge. But I just had enough one night, and this guy heckled me over something, and I just lost it. I just started screaming at him and totally like forgot that there was a show, forgot there was any run, like a really childish tantrum on stage. And it was like, you know when you come out of that rage mist, when you've been really angry and you finally get it off, you just go, oh, I'm a human being and the world exists around me, and I just did that in front of everyone that I know. And that was, it was like 2 weeks of just cringe, like I don't know what to do with myself. That was pretty bad.
Fair play. Can you do a flip?
Like a cocktail flip or a front flip?
A front flip, a back flip. Have you ever tried a flip?
I tried to do a flip over a sofa once to land in the seat, like how I'm sitting right now, but I slid off. I still have a scar, you can't see it because of my beard, but I've got a scar right here where I flipped over and I landed in the seat, but I slipped off and my face smashed against my knee and my tooth went through my lip. So technically I can, but I wouldn't recommend asking me to do it.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Chris, thank you so much. That's all we have time for.
No, thanks for having me.
Very much looking forward to the show.
Thanks very much.
Good evening.
Yeah, me too.
Evening. My name's Chris. I've always wanted a nickname. The only nickname I ever had was Brian. It's because a guy that I worked with thought my name was Brian. And I never corrected him because I always wanted a nickname. I've had a good day. I spent this afternoon watching Jurassic Park in 10 easily watchable segments on YouTube. It was awesome. What I remember most about it was in between segments 3 and 4, there was a Maybelline commercial. And the reason I remember that is because whoever had uploaded Jurassic Park had cut scenes 3 and 4 right in the middle of that bit where the little girl screams in the mud. So what I got to see was, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Which is fucking perfect. That's how everyone should react to Maybelline commercials. Because like I didn't realize that that's still their slogan. Their slogan is still maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. It's like that's a brutal slogan. Because all maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline translates to is maybe she's born with it, maybe she's ugly. And it's like that's brutal for two reasons. Like first off, that's purposely messing with girls' self-esteem, which is out of line. And second, it's a bullshit question because they only use models in their commercials. So they were all born with it. Mystery solved. Like if Maybelline wants to show how good their product is, they can't use models in their commercials. They should start using, I don't know, unconvincing cross-dressers. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she's not a she. Fucking hate all slogans though. I hate the ones that try to sound profound but are just meaningless. Like Pepsi's got one. Pepsi's slogan is Pepsi, live for now. Why? What do you know? Live for now is a raised eyebrow and a comma away from being a threat. Live for now. Pepsi. Snickers. Snickers has the most disgusting slogan. Snickers slogan is get some nuts. No, thank you. Maybe I'm just not your target demographic. It's not even just get some nuts, it's all in capital letters, so it's Snickers. Get some nuts! Like it's like part chocolate bar, part disappointed father. My hope for Get Some Nuts, and this is a long shot, there's no way this is the case, but my hope is that it's not actually a slogan at all, and what it is it's the marketing team at Snickers just feeling so bad for selling us Snickers for so many years that they've decided to do away with slogans. Now they're just giving us good advice. So it's not Snickers, get some nuts, or Snickers, get some nuts! It's Snickers. Get some nuts. Don't eat this. And like, fuck it, why not? Like, Snickers doesn't need slogans. We're buying Snickers. They're set. Why not just give us good advice? How nice would it be if on Snickers labels it just said things like, Snickers, kettles aren't for gravy. Or Snickers, password is a terrible password. Or Snickers, stop fucking your ex. That's my favorite one, because everyone who laughs at that has made a terrible decision at some point in their life. And everyone who didn't laugh at that, fucking ex, what are you waiting for? Live your life. Snickers doesn't know you. That's the one that I hate the most, though. The fucking worst slogan is Bacardi's slogan, because it's just so condescending. It's Bacardi, just add friends. Fuck you. Just add friends. Bacardi, lonely people can suck our dicks. That's why I drink scotch. Scotch, so good, you don't need friends. Or tequila, temporary friends for everyone. It's my time, you guys. Thank you very much. Have a good night.